Hello and welcome to Race Space. You're watching our second ever event on Dirt Rally for our Dirt Rally special rallycross events. Joining me on the stream tonight is Ratek. How's it going there?
How's it going?
Yeah,
How are
good,
you? You
good.
alright?
Yeah, I'm good. And I'm K9 for anyone watching. And this is Race Space Racing. So tonight we've got with us in the first lobby, which is the supercars, we've got joining us for the first time from France is CVW. And the rest of the guys here you saw last time. We've got JPH from the UK, Jacques Racing from South Africa, and Demon Racer also from South Africa. Alright, I think we can start loading into the session. Let's just double count, make sure we got... Oh, we got TK Bear there as well, sorry. He's from the UK. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Okay, the guys are selecting their cars right now. Mark, what do you think about this track? Let us know.
Yeah, I mean, this track it's a technical section. You've got a long straight to start with, and then you go into the first corner, or you can. That's your option to take the Joker. The section coming up the opposite side is quite twisty and technical. Some big curves to avoid. Can imagine they're going to cause some problem. I always find the final section the trickiest myself through the Armco barrier. Finding the right line through there is absolutely critical to get a good run out onto that the main straight. So it's going to throw up some very interesting racing.
You guys can see the map right now as we load in for the circuit. It doesn't look like a very complicated track when you take a glance at it, but it's a bit trickier than it looks.
Definitely is. It's as I say, I think them curbs are the main obstacles to avoid.
So we got our drivers there. It seems somebody is in the wrong car there. I'm just checking. You got a Red Bull. Oh, it's JPH. JPH should be in a Mini.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate. He maybe just wasn't at his wheel when we started. Unfortunately, when things are live like this, stuff happens.
I'm sure it's a car that he's going to be comfortable in, but it would have been nice to see the Mini again. He did super well in that last time, but I think in the final ended up with heavy terminal contact into a tyre barrier, which ended his race.
Yeah, we remember that. He was doing very well at the time as well. I think just pushing a little bit too hard, and that's what got him. So the default car in this class, you can see when people either miss the car selection or they sometimes disconnect and rejoin, and they come in that Timmy Hansen Peugeot. Yeah, Timmy Hansen Peugeot. Let's leave it at that. But there we can see on the grid we have another Peugeot with CV. It is CVW, hey? Yeah, CVW. And he's from France in his French car there. And we haven't seen what he can do, but I believe he is pretty quick. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing him race these guys. You guys will remember that last time we had Jacques in that same Clio, so you'll recognize that one on the left, and in the McGain is Demon once again. We remember him from the last time. In the plain white Audi we have Matt, who was in the plain white Renault in the 1600 class last time, so he'll be one to watch here. What can he do in that car?
I don't think he's had much time to practice in that car, but he's stepped up into the position.
And they're off. A bit of a late start there from CVW. Just trying to figure out again how to go through the cameras here. There we go, I've figured it out. So now we're watching CVW. So JPH and CVW, both Peugeots, not taking the Joker to start with. Everyone else running the Joker. Little bumping going on there at the front while they're going side by side almost.
See,
So CVW is in front.
Yeah, he's a lot more comfortable with the car straight away.
This was his first choice though, so he will be a bit more experienced with it, I would imagine. Starting to pull a gap there on the guys. I think if he saves his Joker maybe for that last lap, he'll probably come out of there ahead of the other guys if he keeps this pace going.
But the interesting thing, you've got Matt Care Bear in third, and Jack behind him, and Jack, I definitely know is more comfortable in the Clio, isn't it? He's got.
It is the Clio, yeah.
Yeah, he is catching him in.
Matt just touching the wall there on the last corner. Who's missing here? Demon. I wonder if he got damage maybe, or he disconnected, because he's not showing on the lineup now. Matt running a bit wide there into the wall. That puts him out the back.
Of, Demon Racer. It did look like it was contact into a wall.
So CVW is still sitting comfortably at the front there. He looks like he's going to take his Joker now, and he does. On the last lap, has to take it. Is he going to now come out ahead of the other guys? I think he just manages to. Let's see where JPH is sitting. No, CVW way out ahead. I can't even see him from JPH's cam here. There's Demon, though. We can see Demon on the left there. He must have got damage on that car, probably straight into the wall. We did see Matt hit that wall a bit earlier. Didn't hurt him as much. So that is going to make it a bit harder, I think, for Demon now with his repairs. I can't exactly remember. Does it just give you a new car, or do you have to actually repair? Oh, it's not terminal damage. You're retired, so it will probably be needing repair.
Yeah. A super commanding racer from CVW.
Yeah, leading the pack by pretty far.
10 seconds by race time.
Let's see if any of these other guys have got an answer for him. We know Jacques won the last event in that Clio, and it was a close fight between him and JPH. So I wonder if they have an answer here for CVW. Let's hope Demon has a bit of a better time going forward, that he can finish some races.
I mean, Demon Racer, he's just jumped in, so I don't think he's probably been practicing in that car around this circuit. So
I think the same goes for Matt as well. Both of these guys filling in for the two guys that were supposed to be racing. Barry's, for anyone that's watched streams with us before, he struggles a bit with his internet. So I think it was Demon took his spot, and Matt filling in for Eric, who was a no-show tonight. Unfortunately, would have liked to see him back racing with the community, but maybe next time. Okay, we're sitting here on the inside with CVW. Let's see, he gets a better start than last time. Remember, he had the late start on that one, so let's see if he holds on here. Ooh, looked like the Audi going into the other Peugeot, the Timmy Peugeot. I think that Timmy Peugeot might be a bit of a target, that livery. But CVW out in front again, looking pretty comfortable. Jacques there, we can see just behind. CVW taking the standard lap again. I think he's probably going to save it for the last lap again like he did the last time. I think if he just keeps putting in the fast laps, he's pretty much got this.
Yeah, he
looking
seems
very comfortable.
Super smooth.
It's amazing how sideways he's getting, but still he's got the pace. He's sending that car exactly where it needs to go. Now he decides to take his Joker now. He's going to get it over and done with. Does this give Jacques a chance to catch up to him? So Jacques unable to catch up to him, but still doing pretty well. Also not taking his Joker though, so the question is going to be, will his Joker make him come out just in front or just behind Kebe? I keep pressing the wrong button to change camera.
A bit further back, JPH, you can tell he's not as comfortable in the Peugeot as he is in the Mini. Definitely. I mean, Care Bear out there in third place and with no practice at all has managed to keep in front of him.
Yeah. Care Bear not doing too bad at the moment. I do think there was contact between the two of them at the first corner though, so that could have hurt JPH a bit. You don't know if he picked up some damage, maybe running into a wall.
CVW has taken the
second win now in qualifying 2, yeah. So it's 2 for 2 now for CVW.
Jacques closed the gap a little bit, but still, whether they're just getting settled into it and whether Jacques can bring the fight to CVW with Care Bear and Demon Racer, you know, still being strong. They've no practice on this, and they've jumped straight back in. And they're not too far away off the pace.
Exactly, and the thing is, I think as these races go on, the guys are going to start getting used to it. The races will probably get a bit closer.
Yeah, and then, I mean, like, the guys are probably just still tweaking the cars with setup in between the races. You know, you do get that opportunity, don't you, to alter, make little.
And you don't know
games.
In this game with the damage how it's going to affect the cars going forward. Some guys might pick up some damage we don't catch, and then it might level the playing field a little bit. You don't know if CVW gets a bit of damage here with, I don't know, engine damage we can't see. It plays a big factor going between these races.
It doesn't always give you enough time, does it, to repair your car if you pick up quite a bit of damage. So you could carry that damage into the next race, which
the next few races.
Yeah, I found that out a few times on this game.
The hard way. I realized when my turbo wasn't working. So we're just looking now at the start, and we're off. CVW seems to have got a good start here.
It's got the inside line as well.
He's got Jacques right on his tail there. Ooh, Jacques just messes that up a little bit, goes a little bit too tight. So that gives CVW the break that he needs.
The other three guys took the Joker on the first lap.
I saw that. So we got Care Bear leading that pack of the Joker guys. Demon out ahead of JPH. So we got JPH and that Timmy Hansen livery there at the back.
Just heard someone's got a rear puncture.
That could be JPH.
Yeah.
Let's have a look there, what's happening at the back with... Oh, it's either him or Demon Racer. We're just trying to check.
Racer. I can see sparks coming off, and he's struggling to control the car.
Yeah, he's in the wall there. Okay, he's retired, I think. So CVW now still leading the pack here. He's not making any mistakes by the look of it. He's just running some smooth laps as he's been doing all night. Obviously put in the practice. Amazing to see how he's sending the car though. He's not messing up any of the corners. He's just got that same line every lap.
But he's keeping to the racing line perfect, isn't he? And that's where he's managing to carry the speed.
He's definitely carrying the speed. His car doesn't seem too twitchy either. You can see just rubbing there on some of those barriers, but not actually knocking them over. It's the perfect sort of line. I think he's definitely looking like the man to beat tonight.
So you got Care Bear has moved into second while Jack took his Joker.
I saw that. So Care Bear obviously just getting slightly better times there.
Getting more comfortable in the car.
It is a very good, easy car to get used to in this game, that Audi. It's very well balanced all around. Just checking here. So you can see in those lap times, 36 on the first lap, obviously going to be the slowest of all the laps, but then 33 for lap 2 and 3 there from CVW. So he's quite a bit quicker than the rest of these guys. I mean, Jacques there getting down to the 35s is probably the next best.
Yeah. I was going to say, on the CVWs, you can take the Joker as about 3 seconds. Compared to his other 2 lap times, it added about 3 seconds to his lap. So
yeah.
If you see any cars with a 3-second window where one is Jokered and one hasn't, you can guarantee that they're going to come out side by side.
So just looking at Matt's number, Care Bear's number earlier with the number 13, I think he fancies himself a bit of a Baccarat. Call him Matt Baccarat from now on.
He's, to be fair, he's jumped into it and seems pretty comfortable straight away. He seemed a bit apprehensive when we spoke to him. I'm going to call it the pre-grid, because that's basically where it was.
In the pit lane.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for the guys in the service area there. I think JPH probably picking up a little bit of damage somewhere, just repairing his car.
He's probably altering a lot of setup as well. If it's not a car that he's used to, he's probably still trying to dial it into to suit his handling.
Yeah. I know he is quite competitive with this game, so he's going to be trying to look to get up in a higher position than what he's been getting. So we're about to start, I believe this is qualifying 4 now. So CVW's got the line he wants here. It's been working for him. He's actually had it every race up on the inside. See if he can get a good launch here. I think he does.
Yeah, he's definitely got his nose out in front. Shuts it down for the tight, normal track.
So chasing him down now on the standard lap, we've got Matt and JPH. They're going to be hunting to see if they can just try and match his pace a little bit. But you can see his car at a completely different angle to theirs when entering that corner.
Yeah.
So,
interesting. I mean, Matt's still holding on to second there. He's
He's giving a good fight there.
just
JPH
on
just
the
sneaking up
inside.
on the inside there, but he has to fall back a
Ooh,
little.
little bit
Ooh,
of
the
contact.
contact sends JPH out of the track there a little bit, I think. He's now dropped back a little. There in the background we can see him. We're just staring at Matt's face here, or his character's face in the car. One of the fancy dirt cameras.
I think I'm just seeing like Jack has jokered already, and he's not too far off the back of JPH now. Matt's gone for his joker as well.
Yeah, so let's see where Matt comes out here. Matt comes
Ooh,
out
good.
just behind JPH. He slots right on the back of him. I thought that might have almost been an accident, but they seem to avoid that. So the fight here will be Jacques and Matt. If they can now put in some laps to ensure they get ahead of JPH on the exit, they don't want to make any mistakes here. You can see Jacques right in the dust of all these cars. It's not an easy position to be in. Ooh, Matt
just
running wide there. I think Jacques going to slip on the inside here, and he does.
Yeah.
JPH slotting on the back there, just behind Matt.
Still pretty
So
close between them
Matt's
three.
still hunting the car ahead there with Jacques.
CVW takes another heat win there.
CVW very comfortable. I haven't seen him make any mistakes yet, other than that initial slow start in the first qualifying, which he managed to save during the race anyway.
Seems to be super quick and super settled into that car, doesn't he?
So it's been pretty much this has been the result pretty much throughout qualifying for the guys, sort of in their positions they are now. So let's see if anything changes now. Obviously going on to the longer lap races in the finals with 6 laps.
I mean, in this game, I've never really noticed much tyre degradation.
Tire wear doesn't seem to affect the cars as heavily as project cars, but that being said, project cars you also don't get the punctures, and this is the tire problem. Is the puncture. Once you get the puncture in this game, it's impossible. To even finish a lap with a puncture is quite an accomplishment in this game.
Yeah, you can guarantee once you've picked up a puncture, it's basically just cruise it round. Your race is over, isn't it? It's
yeah.
You're not going to hold on to any positions. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone's got an answer for CVW. Super quick. I mean, whether he would make a mistake, I'm not too sure. Looking at how settled he's been all the way through them heats, he looks very confident.
I think it's a shame JPH is in that Peugeot, because I would have really liked to have seen him and CVW go head to head in a car that he was practicing in.
Yeah. I think what we've seen from him in the Mini is a lot stronger pace than the Peugeot.
Yeah. Although all the guys have been saying this is one of their least favorite tracks, saying it's quite a difficult one, so you never know if it's also just the track that catches some of these guys out. But I'm looking forward to see what CVW can do in these finals and what he does in other races.
Yeah. So with this being a semi, you've got more of a staggered race there. Staggered start, so to say.
So Jacques and CVW there on the front row, and they're off.
I think Jacques matching him down the first straight.
A pretty decent start from all the cars, to be honest. So Matt and CVW taking standard lap. All the other cars go for Joker, Jacques, JPH, and Demon Racer. CVW looking comfortable once again. Matt not that far behind, so let's see if he can keep up during this race with CVW. Jacques with some clean air there. He's just going to want to put in some fast lap times now and see if he can answer CVW there with some of his times. JPH looking a bit quicker than he has been in some of the qualifyings. He's not falling off of Jacques just yet. He's hanging in there. And Demon Racer is still in there, hanging on the back of JPH. So some of these guys are looking a bit stronger than they did the last few races. Let's hope that they hang in there right till the end.
They've all got a nice little bit of space as well, so that there's no one battling to drop lap time.
So CVW, is he going to get his Joker over and done with? No, he's going to take the standard lap. I think that's a smart move. I think he'll probably save his Joker right till the end. He's just sitting so comfortably now. He doesn't want to risk coming near one of the other drivers, you know, and losing some time.
Yeah.
So now we got Care Bear is sort of falling off the back of CVW there, but still holding on to his position there. You can see Jacques. Ooh, as I say that, commentator's curse, he just messes up that corner a little bit. So that lets Jacques now creep up on him. So I reckon the way it's sitting, Jacques will probably take Matt once he has the Joker.
Yeah, definitely. I think the gap there is Jacques will gain that position.
Tough going through the dirt section on this track with all that dust flying up in front of you. Obviously CVW hasn't had that problem today, hasn't been behind any cars to have that happen. JPH seems a bit more comfortable in that car than he was earlier. Demon Racer not doing badly either. So CVW just putting in the laps here. Let's see if he has to take his Joker now. This is the final lap. So let's see what's going to happen. So does Matt. Matt hasn't taken his Joker. So, ooh, nice and sideways going into that Joker from CVW.
Full send.
That was a proper full send. I'll need to ask him how he does it and keeps his speed up, because I slow right down doing that. So Care Bear now in his Joker. You can see Jacques gets through there, and JPH comes right on the back of Matt now. So that's a little bit of a battle going on there. Ooh, he looks like he's full sending it. He just sends it a bit too hard into the wall. So JPH, if he doesn't make too many mistakes, might get right up behind him before the end. So Matt in third, JPH in fourth, and Demon now crosses the line in fifth. So, I mean, the guys from about second to fifth are sort of getting a bit closer with their times and stuff now. I think we're probably going to see a bit more of a battle from the four of them now in the last race. CVW though still seems super comfortable there in the front. I think it'll take quite a big mistake or some damage to stop him from winning the next race.
I think it is only like a first corner incident that is going to hamper him back with his lap time that he set in.
Or a mistake in the Joker. If he full sends it and it doesn't quite work, something doesn't go right, you know?
Yeah.
But
all it takes is like one tyre out on the dirt, and it can alter your line dramatically in this game. So it's super precision from him at the moment.
So I guess it's pretty much the exact same lineup as the semi was. Same starting positions for each of the cars. So let's see. This is the final. Who is going to win? This is their moment. So Jacques gets an awesome start there. So I guess with him, he's going to probably try and just hold him up. Did he take his joker at the start?
He's gone for his joker, yeah.
I wouldn't have done that if I was him, but
not with that start.
fair play. Ooh, Matt spins out by the looks of it. He just enters the corner backwards. Okay, he's at the back now. Big mistake from Matt there. That's going to cost him. So all the drivers apart from CVW and Matt jokering. So that pretty much secures Matt's place at the back for now, unless another car makes a mistake. CVW way out ahead now.
JPH, which is on the back of Jacques, he's
Jacques and JPH get tangled there. So Demon Racer goes through. Demon in second now, taking his moment there. So that puts Matt now fighting with JPH, and Matt gets spun out now. Now Jacques and JPH spin out. Some chaos happening here at the back. I don't quite know what's going on.
It's a proper fist fight at the back, which is just leaving CVW out in front just to do his own thing. And
if ever there was going to be a rally punch, that was it.
Unfortunate little bit of contact.
So this is helping Demon. Demon sort of got handed a great opportunity here, and let's hope that he can work with it.
Yeah, just keep it smooth and keep it clean, and surely he can hold that position. Great result for him after struggling in the qualifying.
So CVW now still hasn't taken his joker. We're on lap 4. He's just going to save it for the end. It's pretty much the same strategy that he's been using all night. You can just see his car is always in the same line. It doesn't seem to be any different from any time we've been watching him before.
Definitely some hours of practice gone in from CVW there.
I would love to know if he could race like this on Project Cars.
Definitely. It's awesome to see. I mean, Demon Racing, he's holding on to...
So Demon is holding on to it. We're on lap 5 now, so he's just got to hold on to it for a little bit longer. We can see Matt there in the background also not doing too badly, considering that spin he was involved in. Well, I think it was 2 spins actually this race. So
yeah. I mean, don't forget they're the 2 stand-in guys as well, so...
yeah, so podium finish for the 2 of them would be great. Looks like Jacques is creeping up on Matt there though at the back.
Yeah.
JPH a little bit in the distance there. He was involved in quite a lot of collisions, so probably picked up quite a bit of damage. So CVW already finished. I didn't think he was that far ahead, but obviously he is.
I think with all the contacts and stuff, it's really giving him the break.
So Matt getting very close on this last lap, but I think as long as he gets through the walls here, Demon has got the second place. He does. Second for Demon, third for Matt, Jacques in fourth, and JPH takes fifth. So those are our standings.
Demon Racer and
Matt taking the podiums there for being stand-in drivers. That's a great result. And CVW owning the night.
Fantastic job.
Showing
his pace.
There was just no answer for him. He had it from the beginning.
Yeah, I think that definitely puts a.
I think going forward, he's definitely the driver to beat.
Yeah,
he's the guy that everyone needs to try to match.
Definitely, I think the hours of practice have just been increased by everyone.
Yeah.
I do have a little bit of a request on because we have a driver that is going into the 1600s, which is Matt Kebber.
Yes.
He said if he could just have a little bit of a break, a breather, just between going in. So if
Well,
we
I
can
need to
just hang
set
on.
up the new lobby, so it will be a few minutes.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm just checking if I can pause this at all. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so you guys will have to watch me then change. So we're going to do Super 1600s next on the same track for those of you that are watching, so don't go anywhere. We'll still have two of our drivers from this race in JPH and... Sorry, not JPH. Matt TK Bear there and Demon Racer. But joining us on track now is Ratek. So, Mark, you're going to want to turn off your spectate mode just so that it puts
Yep.
you in a car. And yeah, maybe while I start setting up the lobby, maybe you can invite the next guys.
Okie
So let me start doing that. I'm sorry for the silence, guys. I just need to concentrate. The first time I ever tried to do a live stream on this, we had to do about 3 restarts because I messed up the settings. Deep concentration. You can hear the clock ticking.
Same with me. It's hard to speak while you're trying to type and.
Multitasking is not my strong suit. Alright, I think that's correct. I'm just checking that it's humans only because we don't like robots.
I was going to say a lot of these guys I haven't actually got as haven't handed them yet.
Okay, I think I need to start kicking some guys from this lobby because they haven't left. Boot you and Jacques. If he's watching the stream and he can hear me, there is a spot in commentary for you if you want. So I did send the party chat invite that you can join when you get a chance, because Mark will be leaving us to race. Otherwise, it's just going to be me, and I'll be speaking to myself, which is, yeah, fun.
It's always hard work, isn't it? When
Who doesn't like to speak to themselves?
It's the first sign of a crazy person, I do believe.
I'm just sending invites as well, just to make sure the guys join. Okay, so Jacques is in spectator mode, so he might join us in the party soon. Ah, there he is. Speak of the devil. How's it going, Jacques? Yeah, great. We're just making sure we got all the guys. We're waiting on Matsutsi and Steven, I believe. Fast! We thought you were going to take the standard lap on that last race just to hold him back a little bit, because once he got clean air, he was gone. And you had a much better start than anyone on that last final race.
Yeah, no, that was a tough one. I was also trying to keep JPH and TK behind me as well because they were trying to chase me.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, but it was an exciting race. Just a bit of
Well, there was a
a
lot
bit
of
of
rally
fumbling.
punches at the end. Uh, we
Yeah, and
we saw the boxing match taking place. We didn't know it was a boxing event tonight.
yeah, I mean, it's a fun race. I didn't really care about it. Just gave a bit of love tapping for revenge there, but it's all good.
We were just saying as well in the stream that it was a pity that JPH went into the wrong car at the start because he probably would have put up a bit more of a fight in the car he practiced in. Um, and then I guess the racing would have been a bit closer, at least between you guys. I don't know if it would have helped with CVW, but
Yeah, and I think we need to put a CVW in the 1600 next time. That guy is crazy.
probably still set the same lap times in a slower car. It was
Yeah,
interesting.
no, I mean,
The angles he was entering corners was quite a lot different to some of the guys we could see behind him. He just like, and his car was always on the same line, every lap.
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
mean, he said he does esports, so and he has setups for these tracks. So I mean, compared to me just driving stock, so I can imagine him being a few seconds quicker.
Okay, we do seem to have all our guys now. We got Steven is joining us, also a new member from France, and Matsutsi from Italy. You guys will know him from some of our other streams. Been with us for a while. And Demon and Matt, who we saw race that last one, filling in for two of our other drivers. And Mark. Good luck, Mark.
cool. I'm gonna leave you guys the commentary.
Okay, choose your car
Yeah, good
before
luck,
you leave
Mark.
the chat, though,
I will do. Will do. Yeah, I'm dialed in. Cheers,
just in
mate.
case you get a
Bye.
Timmy livery.
That's normally what happens to me. I'll catch you guys later.
Good luck.
Cool. Cheers. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
So, Shark, what is the
Yeah,
strategy on a track like this?
I have no clue. Um, I don't. This is probably the most I've done on this track, so I don't know actually. If you're on the outside, I think the 2 or 3 on the outside are good for the Joker. The 2 on the inside is good for the regular lap, unless there is a bit of controversy
Uh,
in between
so,
the
just looking
people.
at the
But
cars here, we can see the blue Renault is Steven, the French guy in the French car. We got Matt there in the plain white Polo. Radtech is in, I believe it's a black Renault on the inside there. It is. And we have in the red Polo uh, Demon, and in the red Opal we have Matsutsi. So we do have one of each car as well, so that's pretty cool.
yeah, and it looks like a good international fight.
Yeah, every oh, sorry, two British flags. I was gonna say everyone's from a different country, but
Yeah, I know, but it looks very diverse, which is awesome to see.
yeah. So they're just
Yeah, so
readying
it's
up
gonna be.
here. Steven must have a setup or something because he's still in the service area.
Yeah, I know. Him and his other friend that won the supercars seems like they are quite quick, but we'll see if how he does on this track.
Oh, if we remember, Matt did very well last time in Spain with.
Mm.
But he was using the Renault there though. He swapped now to the Polo. I think that the Polo is a bit quicker than the other cars in this class. It's a bit more modern. I think it handles a little bit better, but you never know. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Would have been nice if Dirt gave us a bit more options, but I guess that's just my personal opinion.
So Neil Cole is just reminding us about the Joker lap. Thank you, Neil.
Every race.
Okay,
Also,
so we got Ratek here in the black Renault. I think that's who we're watching. No, we're on Matsutsi in the middle. So just checking out the cars on the lineup here.
So I think Ratek and TK probably have the best line through turn 1.
I think both of them will take the standard lap. I think Matt taking the Joker now could be risky. Matsutsi seems to have disconnected or something because he is gone. So 4 cars on the grid. We've got Steven is just got a better start than the other guys. His nose just ahead. So Kebe and Ratek took the standard lap. That leaves Demon Racer and Steven took the Joker. So can Ratek hold on?
Ratek and TK really on Ratek's tail now. But I mean, TK did come from the supercar class straight into the 1600, so it's going to feel a bit more different to him.
I think that, but also he is used to the track now, so he's got a little bit of a benefit of knowing where he's going exactly and maybe some of the lines that he could take. But yeah, the feeling of the car is going to be a lot different. Obviously, these are front-wheel drive cars. Supers are all-wheel. So the turning and everything is quite a bit different, the feeling. It looks like Ratek takes a bit more of a wide entry to that one corner, whereas Kebe just holding the inside a bit. So Steven is also catching them by the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean, if it seems like Steven is going to overtake TK, now that he goes into the Joker.
Yeah, so comfortably out ahead of
Steven overtakes
Matt.
Yeah, so if Steven can keep the pace up, he'll probably catch Ratek a bit, and then
the question is, will Ratek get out ahead of Kebe there?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So let's go on board. Ratek has to take his Joker now, so he's in there. Obviously, the first time you take a Joker, you're never going to be your best Joker on the first one. Wow. He manages to just get out ahead of Steven, so he's holding on to it. That was an epic re-entry there. So he's just come into this, and he's just come into this, and it looks like he's going to win his first one. But look how he takes a much wider entry there than the other guys do. He goes out wide and then comes back in. But the other guys, they hug that inside of that corner a little bit more. And he wins.
First one goes to Ratek, yeah.
That's domination right there. He's just jumped in from commentary.
He's probably taking a bit of tips there from the guys in the supercars. But I mean, well done to Ratek. That was amazing. Like, I was watching him, and both of us were quite sure Steven was going to get out ahead of him, but that was an amazing Joker lap.
To come out ahead like that was very impressive. Because usually you just start a race, especially just jumping into it. Like, I'd say Matt and Demon coming from the supers, the one thing they will be ready for is the Joker lap. But to do a whole race and then wait till the end to do your first Joker lap, a Joker lap is very different to the rest of the track. So you're still trying to figure out where you're going to brake. And so it was quite a quick one then from Mark, which was good, just jumping in like that. very impressive.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
So
and I mean, there's so many
Matsutzi's in
different
again.
lines on this track.
Matsutzi's in again. We can just see him there. He's in the service area.
Yeah, so he's going to have a bit of a disadvantage now with points. But we all know Matsutzik from Project Cars 2. He does not give up. So
he might be a
this is
spanner
gonna
in
be
the
a good
works
fight.
here with that Opel.
yeah, the only Opel on the grid. So it seems like Steven is perfecting that setup now, just trying to. He probably got a bit of a fright there from Ratic.
Yeah, I don't know if he was expecting that. I don't know if Mark was expecting that or Ratic was expecting that, but let's see if he can
Not
do it
at all.
again. In these kind of cars, it's very important to get out ahead on the first few laps, though. If you can get yourself in front of the other cars, it's quite tough to overtake someone.
Bit of bumping
So-
and barging there.
Matsutzi now goes in
Ooh.
the Joker with Kebe and Demon, I think. So Ratic and Steven taking the standard lap. We can see Steven right on the tail of Ratic there.
Yeah, Steven was getting a bit messy with one of the polos there before turn one. But Steven's trying to
He's
cut
trying
every line.
to get every second he can, squeeze everything out of that car. He's right on Mark's bumper there.
Yeah. And he has showed a lot of pace in race one, so my guess he would take the choker lap now.
If I was Mark or
Yeah, there he
Ratic, as you
goes.
see him, I would stay on right till the last lap like I did the last time.
Yeah.
I think it was the correct decision there from Steven, but that actually puts him on the back of Matsutzi. Matsutzi and Kebe have done their jokers, so Steven is out behind the two of them. So that means that once Mark jokers or Ratek there that we can see in the front, he might actually come out on the back of Kebe there. So Kebe could be the guy to beat in this race, even though he is in third. Or sorry, second at the moment.
Second, yeah. Oh, it looks like Steven is coming on the outside of
Steven
Matsutzik.
flew past. But there's Demon also getting in on the action there at the back. Look at Demon right on the back of Steven.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a three-way fight for third place.
Steven tried to floor it past Matsutzik, but almost got squeezed by Demon there. So it's quite a dangerous. It's
Yeah.
anyone's game here at the moment.
Oh, Steven almost side by side with Matsutzik.
And this fight actually probably benefiting Matt and Ratic a little bit here at the front. I reckon Matt
Yeah,
might come out here before Ratic gets out of that Joker. I think he does, and he's
Yeah,
through.
there he goes.
Where's Ratic now? He's in second. Ratic gets out ahead of Matsutzi, so that is now Ratic into second place.
Yeah, it seems like Steven is just falling a bit back now from Matsutzik.
I think only just, but he's going to try a move here, I think, on the last
wow.
lap. He does manage to
There he goes on the
squeeze up.
inside. Wow.
He's through. So Steven gets
Yeah.
through on the last lap to third. And Demon must
What
have
a
made a
fight.
mistake because Demon fell back by quite a large margin there. He was fighting Steven at one point. So
Yeah,
that
but
was
what an amazing fight.
that was
Sure.
incredible. Basically a 3 or 4 car fight there in the beginning.
Yeah, and well done to TK being a very patient, going into that Joker very early and then coming out ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
Just trying to put in
for
those fast
Kebe
laps.
and Matsutzi to actually come out ahead of Steven there shocked me a little bit. I didn't think that they were that close behind them. I thought with all those guys
Yes.
going into the Joker that it had held them up a little bit as well. But obviously it hadn't. They were just putting in the laps.
cool. So it seems like we're into qualifying 3 now. So I'm guessing the points are looking very close.
Alright, so going into the next one, I reckon, yeah, this is Matsutsi again that we're on his car to start with. Bit of a shame we don't get like a trackside on the start there, that it can only be on one car, so I'll just try to give you guys a bit of a view. Okay, and we're off. It's difficult to see who gets the best start, but it looks like Matsutsi's slightly worse start than the other guys. Their nose is just out ahead. Steven and takes the other two, Steven, Demon and Matsutsi, into the Joker lap there.
Wow.
So Ratek out ahead.
Ratek overtook TKB on the outside, which was amazing to see.
Around the outside. Unfortunately, we missed it on the stream. Let's see if he can do it for us again another time. But let's see. These
TKB
guys obviously very fast from what we've seen before. So can they put in the laps now to get ahead of Steven? If I was them, I'd leave my Joker till a bit later and just try put in the lap times right now.
Yeah, no, I agree. But it
the
also
thing is,
could be...
if Matt is putting in faster times now than what Mark is there in front, then he's going to want a Joker just so that he can get some air, but he doesn't want to come out behind Steven either, so it's a tough decision on whether he can
but
put in those laps now.
Yeah, they also have to consider Steven when going for the Joker lap, because Steven is also really quick, so he might catch up to them. If they don't take their Joker lap now, they might anyway fall back.
So Matt, I think, Care Bear does think he's a bit quicker, I think, and he wants to get some open air here. He does take his Joker.
Yes,
that slots him out just ahead of Steven. So this is what he wants now. Now he's got the open air now to try and put the times down and get ahead of Ratek once again. Ratek
sitting right behind Steven now. Wow.
Matsutsi hasn't been far behind Steven at all. In the last race he was also right there, so Matsutsi is definitely in this fight, and he is making a few less mistakes here. I think he is getting a bit close.
Yeah, there goes Ratek into the Joker. Ooh, side by side with TKB.
So Ratek has the inside line here, but I think he just gives the position there. He just breaks a bit earlier than what Matt does.
Yeah, I think that was a very smart move not to take each other out there.
Very close here between the two of them. Matt getting very sideways, which probably helps Mark a little, but I think he's just too far ahead for Ratek to put in a move. Okay, Steven manages to hold on to third. Then Demon gets past Matsutsi. Matsutsi disconnected right at the end.
On the second last corner. Wow, that is just bad luck. But check at those times from TKB and Ratek. Such an amazing fight between those two guys.
That's 2 in a row with a good fight between them in 2 races. Same with Steven and Matsutsi. There's a good battle going on there between the two of them. To be honest, looking at these guys going into the finals, it could be all the cars fighting for that position. I don't think there's a clear winner in this one.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Anyone can win this fight. But Ratek and TKB, what they've shown on track now, they've shown us they've definitely got the upper hand with pace. But obviously strategy also comes into play as well, so that is a big factor.
so Matsutzi's not with us, so I reckon this is Ratek we're on board with here. Yeah, so just checking who we got. It's just 4 cars for this last round of qualifying. It is the last one, hey? It's qualifying 4.
Yes.
Cool,
Yes,
so they're off
qualifying 4.
now. Very good start from Steven, by the looks of it, and Matt, actually.
Steven just ahead now. Both
So
Steven and
Demon having a bit of a fight there into that corner. Ooh, Steven taking out a couple of those, I don't even know what you call those things. They're not cones.
Bollards, I think they're
Bollards.
called. Yeah, very strange name.
Yeah. Okay, so check the distance actually between Mark and Matt there. Matt putting a gap between them.
Yeah. But Steven's right on Ratek's bumper now, so that's very interesting.
Maybe Ratek just made a small mistake somewhere because he hasn't taken the Joker yet. I reckon this is going to put him out behind Steven, maybe even Demon. Demon is ahead of Ratek, so not really what he wanted, but let's see if he can work his way past Demon here, or if Demon can hold on.
Yeah, but now TKB is under a lot of pressure now because Steven seems like he's catching him, and TKB still has to take his Joker.
Yeah, so I reckon if he thinks he's got the pace, he'll wait to do his Joker on the last lap, which he does. He takes a standard lap this time. So he just needs to put in a fast one now so that he can get out of that Joker ahead of Steven.
Yeah, it definitely looks like TKB has the pace now on Steven.
So Ratek now right on the bumper of Demon. He's really trying hard to overtake. It's very tough on this track in these cars to try an overtaking maneuver.
Yeah, on this track, position is everything. Once you're out in front, you have to make sure you stay out in front.
So this is probably going to be his best opportunity. Demon goes very wide into that corner.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
TKB
enough for Ratek right now.
Yeah, TKB way ahead of everyone else.
So his strategy definitely paid off there. I think if he had jokered maybe a little bit earlier, it wouldn't have worked in his favor. But
yeah, no, TKB with
you
a
can
comfortable
see
first place
Ratek
there.
still there fighting for that position. He might, no, he backs off right at the end. I don't think he thought it was worth the contact there.
No, we all know Ratek is a clean driver, so he's not going to try and ruin someone else's race to get a position.
He definitely had a few tries, or a few looks actually, and then backed off, but
yeah,
it just shows he's been up front in all these races and now he's at the back, so I still reckon this is anybody's race to win.
Yeah, I mean, if Steven can get ahead of everyone else, he might win as well. Even Demon, so...
Demon hasn't been
like
off the pace at all, and if Matsutsi gets back in the lobby, he's shown that he has what it takes to get out ahead of Steven, so...
Yeah, so this is going to be a very interesting final. Is this the final? Semi-final?
This is the semi-final.
Okay, yeah. Just trying to get my coordinates right here.
Obviously going up to 6 laps now might make a difference as well, so we're going to see if the guys can cope for 6 laps.
Yeah, those extra 2 laps really are difficult because you're not used to,
even if it's not on the car, just a bit of endurance. What people don't realize in rallycross is you working a bit more than you do in some other forms of racing. So 6 laps and 4 laps doesn't seem like a lot, but it's quite intense.
Yeah, especially if you're right behind someone putting a lot of pressure on them, it gets quite intense.
Okay, we just
But Ratic and
can
TKB
see
on the front
Matsutsi's
row.
joined the back there. He managed to get back in the session, so this is going to be a good one.
Oh, very close.
Pretty good start from everyone by the
Steven.
looks of it.
Yeah.
So Ratic
So
and Demon into the Joker. That leaves Kebe, I would imagine, and Steven. So 3 go. Matsutsi also standard lap. So I reckon if Ratic has what it takes with his lap times, this is a good position for him to be in. Also, Matt out in front, he can put down the times. Steven and Matsutsi battling there in 2nd and 3rd.
Well, I mean, it's a massive fight between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, to be honest.
I reckon if I was Steven, I would think about the Joker here. Ooh, Ratic into the wall. So that's not good for him at all. That puts him down to 5th. Steven takes a Joker with Matsutsi. Kebe stays out in front, which is a good move from Kebe. He just needs to put in those fast times right till the end, I think. So where does this put Demon now? Demon on the back of Matsutsi.
So, oh, Ratic just cutting that corner there. Not
So
a very good race for him now.
Ratic also on the back of Demon. So, I mean, I don't know if Matsutsi made a mistake or if Demon just found some time, because he's right on the bumper of Matsutsi now. It seemed like a bit more of a gap earlier.
Yeah, and I think Demon just has a lot of pace now because he is used to the track.
It's quite equally spaced now. If I'm Demon on 2 wheels there, a bit of a mess there.
Wow,
just lost control.
Bit of a stunt move there. I think Ratic also did the same thing a lap earlier.
But this has got
Very
Ratic
interesting.
right on the back of Demon again now, so there's definitely pressure on some of these guys at the back. Ratic looking for some space to get past there, but not finding it. Ooh,
Steven and Kebe still in front there.
I thought we had lost someone. I
deep.
heard a noise like contact, but it must have not been as bad as it sounded.
No, but it seems like there's a massive fight between Matsutsi, Demon, and Ratic.
So Demon's still on the back of Matsutsi. This is probably helping Steven to get away from him, in all honesty.
Wow, Demon taking a bit of a wide line, hitting Ratic around there. But Ratic really falling back
So
now.
Kebe takes his Joker and he's out ahead of Steven, so this is great for him. He just needs to hold on to the end now. He's got quite a distance between him and Steven.
Yeah, TKB really showing a lot of pace now.
So Matt is looking very strong at the moment. He might go and win his 2nd Super 1600 event in a row.
Yeah, that's awesome to see.
But then again, looking at how close some of these other guys are and how they have been in all these other races, it could also be a new winner. So let's have a look. This is the semi. There is another race after this.
Yeah, that's true. I thought they were racing like it was the final.
Race every race like it's the one that counts.
Like it's your last race, yes.
Yeah.
Well done to TKB there.
So Ratic is through on Demon. I don't know what happened there. Demon fell back to 5th. No, he snuck up on the inside there.
He snuck up.
He just got it from Ratic on the last corner. That is an incredible move. We just managed to catch that on the stream. That was very impressive. He just wanted to prove me wrong as I was saying that Ratic managed to get through.
Yeah, I think Ratic just taking a bit of a tight line hitting that barrier, which
Don't think
sent him a
Ratic
bit
thought
wide.
that would happen.
No, I don't think anyone thought that would happen. What a fight, wow. Well done to Demon there. He's really on it.
all of them have been pretty on it there. I reckon the thing that played into Matt's favour for a race like that as well is the guys fighting would be slowing them down a little bit, whereas he just had a clean race the entire way. So
yeah, no, exactly.
It's very much about if you get involved racing against another car. So that could be a decider in this final.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just hoping, when you're in the lead, you're just hoping the guys behind you are fighting it out to slow themselves down.
And when you're at the back, you want that at the front so that you can catch the guys again. So you can see we've got exactly. Matt and Steven on the front row there. Is it Ratek at the back? Ratek sitting on the back.
Yeah, Ratek's right at the back.
So he might just take his Joker, I would imagine. If it doesn't look too crowded, he might just take that Joker to start with. But it's probably going to be what Steven does.
Yeah, Ratek goes a bit wide for that Joker.
Ratek
lap.
So two cars take... No, Ratek doesn't. Only one car takes the Joker, so Demon into the Joker. So we've got all the other guys now in a line here.
Yeah, so Ratek feels like he could keep up with these guys.
This is going to help Demon, actually. I think Demon might catch up to these guys now, all being... You can see Matsutsi ramping a bit there. He just gets some air, which helps Ratek to squeeze through.
Yeah.
You can see Demon catching there in the back with a bit of fighting that's going on. Matt, I reckon, is going to Joker on the last lap. He wouldn't want to risk it. Steven decides he might be a bit quicker than Matt and decides to Joker. He's going to need to hope he doesn't come out in the back of a car here and have to fight them.
Ooh, Matsutsi and Ratek having a bit of a fight there.
Those cars like to get a bit of airtime every now and again. I see them jumping around. There is no jump on this track, but they want to jump. They're hungry for a jump.
Yeah. I wish they brought the GRC tracks here.
Yeah. So Ratek in second for the moment. He's got a bit of a gap as well, so he might be able to put in some fast times now and hopefully for him get out ahead of Steven and Demon.
They're quite spread out right now. But Matsutsi, Ratek and TKB still need to take their Joker lap. So that's going to play a big factor later in the race.
I reckon Matt Kebe at the front there is gonna hold till the 6th lap to take the Joker. I wouldn't do it any earlier than that. He's got time now to put in some fast. He does take the Joker. He's decided he wants to take the Joker. So Ratek not taking the Joker, but he still gets out ahead. So he had quite a bit of time there to work with. So I reckon that's a pretty safe position now for Matt. He's just got to hold on now right till the end. Ratek obviously not challenging him because he still needs to take the Joker. So the fight now will be for 2nd place between where the current 2nd and 3rd are and Steven and Demon at the back there.
Yeah, Steven and Matsutsi might be really close to each other once Matsutsi takes his Joker.
So Matsutsi taking his Joker now. So Steven, is this going to put the two of them? Steven runs very wide on that corner, but just gets out ahead of Matsutsi. Ratek now, is he going to manage to come out ahead of Steven?
Yeah, he's probably going to take his Joker lap now. Because he probably feels like he's in a really comfortable position to take 2nd place.
He's got to take it now. Once he crosses that line, it puts him on the 6th lap, so he has to take it. No choice. Let's see now. I think he might have enough time here if he gets a good lap through here. And he does. Plenty of space, and he's comfortably in 2nd now. He just needs to calm down a bit and keep the car steady. Same with Matt there in the front. Let's watch to see him go over the line.
Yeah. But I can see now Matutik trying his very best to
Care
get
Bear
past
takes
Steven,
his second event win. Ratek right behind him there in second.
Oh,
Steven in third.
What a-
Matsutsik right behind Steven, and Demon just behind them there. So that was a pretty close race. All the races in this class tonight were pretty close, to be honest.
yeah. Definitely, he definitely was the top guy to beat. Strategy-wise, pace-wise, he had the perfect races. So congrats to him on his second win of this championship.
For this Super 1600 class. Let's see if he decides to
Yeah.
do it next week or the next event, and let's see if anyone decides to challenge him for that win.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. What track will be on next time?
Next time is, I will tell you now, Metit, Belgium.
Oh, okay. It's another difficult track.
But yeah, very close racing tonight. Thanks for watching to the spectators. Thanks for taking part to everyone that was racing. It's good to see some new faces and the old ones as well. And yeah, thank you for joining us for our second dirt event. We'll see you tomorrow for GT3s. Good night, everyone.
Awesome.